not given you the statement to confirm the number. All in stable conditions. Are we together up to that point? The rest, some of them had already been taken by the parents. So we cannot give you a figure as at now. Yes. We can't give you a...
Can we find out?
Do you want us to recount your first statement, please, which was already in your...
No, by the way, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We have not given you the statement. But you read it. No, we have not given you the statement. No, listen, we have not given you the statement to confirm the numbers.
Then did you read the wrong thing?
No.
If I heard you well, 20 have been reported. You said 20 who are missing have been found. Yes. At the beginning. So, and yesterday, so what we are looking at, yesterday...
Okay, order.
The Deputy President said that 70 were missing. So we are doing a calculation that if you say 20 have been found, we are now looking at 50 who are missing.
Now, let me explain. Let me explain. We need to be very careful about the number. I want to take you back to the Maimahiu tragedy. As that there were 300 people who had died, but in actual sense there were 40. Representing the government to come back to you with some more accurate figure as soon as the investigators give us the numbers, because right now, ladies and gentlemen, right now we only have, please order. Right now we only have, and we pass our most sincere condolences. 156 boys are the ones in the room. Please, any number in between, allow us to come back to you. CS.
I think because they are still collating, allow them to do that exercise today. In tomorrow's update, there will be those exact figures so that you get an actual position that you can report on the numbers for tomorrow.
So his question was, because the information that is recorded here, the spokesperson began with the number 20. Do we remove it? Do we expunge it?
No, you
because it's already recorded.
Okay. Can you give me time to find that out, and then I'll send you a document, please? Yeah? So the two questions that you asked are related. Whether they do drills to ensure that they are prepared, they are supposed to. As to whether or not it is done on a regular basis is part of the investigation that we are going to do. And I can assure you that part of the investigation that we are going to do is to do a self-audit of the ministry. Have we, as a ministry, been doing what we are supposed to do in confirming that these regulations and these policies are followed? So that's exactly what we are doing, and we are saying, as they investigate, as they find out what the cause of the fire was, we are also doing an internal investigation ourselves, a self-assessment of whether or not we've been doing what we are supposed to do. And if we are not been doing what we are supposed to do, we'll ask ourselves why and answer that question. It's going to be part of the report. So that exercise is being done.
What measures are being taken to ensure accountability in this particular case? Will there be anyone being held accountable?
Of course, 100%. If somebody did not do their part, they will be held accountable. And we're going to be as transparent as possible. As I said, if you recall, we cannot have this going on year after year after year after year. We have to bring it to a conclusion. If we find that the policies are there but people are not doing what they are supposed to do because there is no penalty, then I'm prepared, under the recommendations of the working party that we are using now to do the particular reformation in the education sector, to introduce these regulations, move them up from policies into law, so that there are penalties that somebody can face for not doing what they are supposed to do, as opposed to it maybe being a disciplinary action when you are supposed to have done something, you have not done it, and people are losing life. Find that it's because compliance is not adhered to because of non-penalty, then we can move it up to become statutory And once it is statutory, you face criminal charges for you not taking the action you are supposed to take. We cannot allow this to go on.
How binding is your word? Because we have had these statements before. Exactly the way you are putting it.
Mine is binding because, as I said, party recommendation report right now, in which we are doing changes and amending even the Basic Education Act and many other 13 pieces of law, so that we can have an education system that works, that there are no gaps, there are no blind spots, there are no organizations that are operating in a silo form. There is continuity. You see, like here we are working as a government. We should be able to act from one source so that we know when you are not doing something right, you can't say, I'm not answerable to you because I belong to another institution. The law needs to be harmonized in a way that we know we are under one government, under one constitution. So that is what we are going to do.
And is there any support system available for learning institutions to ensure such emergencies, there's swift response to them?
Yeah, I think there is, you know, like now, yesterday when the fire occurred, the county government was able to release the fire emergency team, and it arrived here 16 minutes after the fire. So the system is in place. The county works as out, the county commissioner, the Govt team is in place to assist us with security and everything else. So we work as a team, and that system is, it's available, you just need to tap into it.
Just one.
Order, please. Let us have a way of asking questions so that it's not everybody. Can we start with you, then we come to you?
Thank you.
Yes.
So my name, this is to the government spokesman. My name is Hilary Orinde. I work with the French news agency AFP. I just want to recap the statement and ask my question with it. You say that we are on 18 dead right now, and we're in the process of doing DNA identification. We can only do DNA identification on bodies. Can you confirm to us on record here that we might still find more bodies in that building, or it's only the 18 that are conclusive and we can't find more bodies?
Yeah, thank you very much. As we were actually inside there, the DCI and the government pathologist, they are still collecting evidence and classifying it in such a coordinated manner. They need to get the coordinates of who was sleeping where, how, and how. It's a bit intricate. So we expect, if at all there are fatalities, to recover more bodies. So this is not conclusive. That is why the investigations are ongoing. And let me also clarify this, ladies and gentlemen.
So can we have it on record that the toll will go higher?
No, we can't say that. That is like wishing people to die. No, you can't say that.
What we are saying is that the process that is ongoing is such a way that they have been able, we have talked to the pathologist, to say that when they look at the body scientifically, they burnt in this particular way, and they were able to count it, 17 bodies. One died in the hospital. That is the number. Let's not speculate. Let's just go with that number now.
Exactly.
Maybe Waziri, maybe just that. But I think Waziri, we must all agree as Kenyans that these numbers represent people.
Yes.
And so even as we bandy around numbers, please let us know that those numbers represent children, boys that have parents, have relatives, and the more we haggle about numbers, the more we traumatize our people. Kindly, let's allow that the scientific, whatever that is going on, be carried on, and then we are able to give specific numbers that we can stand for.
Yeah. So I think as the governor has said, let me clarify this. Yesterday there was a figure of 70 children who had been admitted. Only 4 are currently in hospital. So that tells you the rest 66 are already out of the 156. So kindly, the rest of the figures to achieve hapo. Yes, sir.
Okay, my question was, Waziri, I believe you have toured the facility, which you have said is a crime scene. Are you satisfied on the safety precautionary measures set by the Ministry of Education?
The safety precautionary measures set by the Ministry of Education are sufficient if they are adhered to. But the challenge has been, in some institutions, they've not adhered to, and I'm not saying this institution, because we have not finished that preliminary investigation. It has to go in tandem with what the regulations say. I can't stand here and say it is not meeting, because I have to get a preliminary report from where I can say it met or it did not meet. But the provision, the regulations in existence are sufficient if they are adhered to. The challenge we've had in this country is not lack of laws or lack of policies. It's a situation where people do not follow them or flout them.
Final question.
Well, let's have yes, sir. Let's have you, and then Minor. Who else? One more. No, Anita, you've already asked the question.
That has an advocate.
Okay, then the lady. So we start with you, sir. Then the lady. Then Minor. You are the last.
Okay. Yes.
It's for her. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.